So he immediately went up and lifted the old man's hand with his nose. But the old man's hand fell down. It turned out that the old man had already died. And the dog, as if it had a sense, he stayed by the old man's bedside and kept whimpering. After a long time, the dog woke up from his grief. He looked at a yellowed leaf next to him. He got up and walked out. The trees were overgrown with thorns, and the sheep's wool had turned into a cotton ball. And the little dog looked at the puddle of water left on the ground. And he realized, if it didn't rain, they'd lose all their vitality. So he drove the sheep up the hill. He used his paws to trim the wool of the sheep, and threw the wool up in the air like the old man did. But the wool disappeared before it could float. He had no choice but to drive them all into the old man's house. But one of the sheep rolled out. When the dog saw that, rushed after the sheep. But the sheep ran headlong into the thorns. It wasn't long before a woolly cloud slowly floated up into the sky. When the dog saw it, hurriedly chased all the sheep down. And so, under the dog's direction, with countless clouds floating up,